Coming into the season, the Los Angeles Clippers had what seemed to be one of the deepest rosters in the entire NBA. After a slow start to the season, people started to question just how good this Clippers team really was. With Kawhi Leonard in and out of the lineup to begin the season, I agree that they looked very underwhelming at times. However, they have finally figured it out and are one of the NBA's hottest teams right now. In this video, I'll be breaking down the three major factors leading to the recent success of the LA Clippers. But before we jump into today's video, I need you guys to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're going to be covering the entire NBA all year long, so turn on post notifications so you're notified every time we drop a video. Also, comment down below who is the most underrated player on the Clippers right now. The Clippers are currently sitting in the 4th seed, just 1.5 games outside of the 3-seeded Sacramento Kings, and have really started to heat up here recently over the past few weeks. In my opinion, the entire league needs to pay attention to what the Clippers are about to do. In the last 7 games, the Clippers are 6-1 and finding a rhythm here as a team. Now, our first major factor leading to the recent success of the Clippers is their elite defense. The Clippers actually rank in the top 10 in a ton of major categories. Now, let's start off with one of the most important stats. The Clippers currently rank number 3 in the entire NBA in points allowed per game, only giving up a remarkable 110 points a night. Another very important stat for the Clippers is they also rank number 10 in opposing teams' assists per game. They force a lot of teams to resort to ISO style of basketball, which we all know doesn't always work. Now, jumping into some of the other amazing rankings that, the Clippers have had this season, they are currently ranking number 8 in opposing effective field goal percentage, number 9 in opposing 3-point percentage, number 10 in opposing 2-point percentage, number 6 in opposing free throws attempted, and number 9 in opposing field goals attempted per game. Now, unfortunately, the defense has been miles ahead of the offense so far this season. However, the good news is that once the offense catches up to the defense, most likely the Clippers will be one of the most unstoppable teams in the league. Now, moving on to the second major factor leading to the recent success of the LA Clippers is the way they dominate to start each half. Now, what I mean by this is that they are elite in first and third quarters, which is sometimes enough to kill teams' momentum and morale throughout the game. The Clippers rank number 4 in first quarter points allowed and number 1 in third quarter points allowed. Not only does this team dominate to start each half, but they are also one of the most clutch teams in the NBA. Closing out games is one of their strong suits. Currently ranking number 4 in fourth quarter points per game, and defensively ranking number 10 in fourth quarter points allowed. Most of the time, the fourth quarter is where games are won and lost. And for the Clippers, they know if the game is close heading into the fourth quarter, they will most likely close it out. But before we get into the third major factor, make sure you guys smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Also, comment down below who is one player the Clippers should try to acquire at this year's trade deadline, which is only a couple weeks away. Now, moving on to the third major factor for the Clippers, over the last few weeks, it's no other than the health of the team and Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is finally starting to look like his old self while the whole team is getting healthy. On paper, this is one of the deepest teams in the NBA, and it's starting to show with Kawhi back at full strength. We got to give a lot of credit to the coaching staff, but more importantly, the players of this team, man. They have such a deep roster. The Clippers currently have 7 players averaging over double-digit points a game. One major player we have to point out is Kawhi Leonard. Over the last 7 games, Kawhi Leonard has been an absolute nightmare for opposing teams. Just listen to some of these numbers. Over the last 7 games, Kawhi is averaging 30 points a game, about 6 rebounds, 4.3 assists, about 2 steals, 1 block per game, while shooting 58.3% from the floor and 46% from 3. Now, these numbers are absolutely ridiculous, and Kawhi is trying to solidify himself as, once again, being the best players in the NBA. I feel like he's very underrated nowadays just because he's had a lot of injury issues in the past. However, I'm here to tell you guys right now, Kawhi Leonard is still one of the best in the game, especially when he's fully healthy. He's almost unstoppable. I also want to give credit to, obviously, Paul George. He's been very, very good this, keeping the team afloat with Kawhi in and out of the lineup. PG is leading the team in points per game, averaging 23 a night. which, you know, is nothing insane, but it shows how well the Clippers play as a team. Paul George is also putting up 6 rebounds and 5.5 assists per game, as well as over 1.5 steals as well. That's honestly pretty good. Paul George is having a very underrated season this far. Also, we got to bring up a guy like Norman Powell, an absolute bucket getter, averaging upwards of 16 points a night, shooting the ball at an elite level, 40% from the floor and 43% from behind the arc. Absolutely incredible. And then you look at guys like Marcus Morris, John Wall, Reggie Jackson, Zubac. They've been really good as well. We can't forget about a guy like Luke Kennard as well, shooting an amazing 47% from 3. The Clippers are most definitely one of the deepest teams in the NBA right now. If the Clippers can come together more as a team on offense, they can truly contend this season. They already are one of the best defenses in the league and really don't have to change anything on that side of the ball. But once they get the offense going, man, I think with a fully healthy team, they can pretty much be unstoppable, man. I love the way this Clippers team is built. I love the aggression they play with, and I just love the style of basketball they come out and play every single night. I think they're well coached and have a ton of depth. Maybe even make a trade at the deadline. They could become even more scarier. Let me know in the comment section down below just how far do you think the Clippers can make it this season. Subscribe if you're new, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.